Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved new England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. The Patriots universe woke up buzzing after a line attributed to Drake May started echoing through locker room whispers, fan forums, and late-night talk shows, with a young quarterback reportedly saying that Stefon Diggs will never play for the Patriots again. In the world of football rumors, statements like that hit like thunder, especially when they come from a player viewed as a future face of the franchise. Nobody knows exactly where or how those words were first spoken, but the tone behind them suggests frustration, exhaustion, and maybe even a quiet power struggle inside the building. For a team trying to redefine its identity after years of dominance, every rumor feels heavier, every comment sounds louder, and every perceived crack in unity becomes a headline. Fans are trying to read between the lines, wondering if this is about personality clashes, philosophical differences, or something deeper tied to leadership and direction. When a quarterback is linked to such a definitive claim, it fuels the idea that internal conversations are far more intense than public statements suggest. This is not about one play or one practice, but about trust, chemistry, and a franchise searching for stability. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the contrast between Stefon Diggs' reputation and the Patriots' traditional culture. Diggs is known as a fierce competitor, emotional, outspoken, and demanding excellence from everyone around him. New England, on the other hand, built its legend on discipline, silence, and a collective approach that often downplayed individual expression. When those worlds collide, sparks are almost inevitable. Rumors suggest that behind closed doors there were disagreements about roles, expectations, and the overall offensive vision. Drake May, still carving out his authority, might have felt caught between respecting a veteran star and asserting his own command. In that context, the alleged quote sounds less like disrespect and more like a line drawn in the sand. Patriots fans are left speculating whether Diggs challenged the system too much or whether the system failed to adapt to a dynamic talent. Either way, the idea that such a definitive separation could happen speaks volumes about tension simmering beneath the surface. Inside the locker room, stories are swirling about awkward silences, shortened conversations, and a sense that something felt off long before this rumor exploded. Teammates reportedly noticed shifts in body language during meetings and practices, moments where communication felt forced rather than natural. Drake May, as the presumed leader of the offense, is naturally at the center of those observations. When a quarterback and a star receiver are not fully aligned, it becomes visible even without statistics or results being mentioned. The Patriots are a team in transition, and transitions often magnify every disagreement. Some insiders believe May's rumored comment reflects a protective instinct, a desire to shape the offense around players who fully buy into a shared vision. Others see it as a sign of immaturity, arguing that great quarterbacks find ways to coexist with strong personalities. The truth likely lives somewhere in between, blurred by emotion, pressure, and the weight of expectations that come with wearing a Patriots uniform. From the fan perspective, this rumor feels like a crossroads moment. Supporters who admire Diggs' fire now question whether that intensity was misinterpreted or mishandled. Meanwhile, believers in Drake may see his alleged words as proof of confidence and leadership, a young quarterback unafraid to set boundaries. Sports talk shows have turned this into a debate about power dynamics, asking who truly holds influence in modern locker rooms. Is it the established star with years of production, or the quarterback being groomed as the franchise cornerstone? The Patriots' history complicates the answer, because the organization has never been shy about moving on from big names if they believe culture is at risk. That history fuels speculation that this rumor, wild as it sounds, could align with long-standing organizational behavior. The silence from official channels only adds to the intrigue, allowing imagination to fill the gaps with theories and emotional interpretations. Another layer to this speculation involves the pressure Drake May is under to prove himself quickly. Every throw, every decision, and apparently every word is scrutinized. If he truly said that Diggs will never play for the Patriots again, it suggests a quarterback feeling empowered or perhaps overwhelmed, or maybe both. Young leaders sometimes overcorrect, try to establish authority early to avoid future challenges. In that light, the comment feels less like a personal attack and more like a strategic stance. It implies that harmony and cohesion are non-negotiable, even if it means distancing from elite talent. Patriots fans are divided on whether that mindset leads to long-term success or unnecessary conflict. The rumor paints MAYE as decisive, but decisiveness can be both admired and feared, depending on outcomes that remain unseen. As the story continues to circulate, it has become less about Diggs specifically and more about what the Patriots want to become next. The alleged quote symbolizes a possible philosophical shift, one where the quarterback's comfort and control outweigh star power. For a franchise trying to write a new chapter, that choice carries enormous consequences. Whether the rumor is exaggerated, misunderstood, or completely accurate, it reveals anxiety within the fan base and curiosity across the league. Everyone is watching how New England handles internal friction in this new era. The idea that Drake may be central to such a bold narrative so early in his journey only adds drama. In the end, rumors thrive where transparency is limited, and right now, the Patriots are saying very little, allowing speculation to roar. As this rumor continues to grow legs, analysts and fans alike are beginning to frame it as a symbolic battle between eras within the Patriots organization. On one side stands the promise of Drake May, youthful, ambitious, and eager to define his own standards. On the other stands the reputation of Stefon Diggs, a proven star accustomed to commanding attention and demanding accountability. The alleged statement that Diggs will never play for the Patriots again feels intentionally absolute, almost theatrical, which is why so many believe it was either said in a moment of raw emotion or repeated with dramatic flair by those who heard it. In either case, the narrative now lives its own life, independent of facts. Patriots fans are dissecting every interview clip, every sideline interaction, searching for confirmation in tone or expression. This kind of rumor thrives because it taps into fear of instability, a fear amplified when a team is rebuilding its identity. The Patriots are no longer the quiet, predictable machine they once were, and uncertainty creates fertile ground for speculation. One theory gaining traction is that this tension reflects deeper disagreements about offensive philosophy. Diggs has thrived in systems that emphasize aggressive passing and quick adjustments, while the Patriots may be leaning toward a more controlled, balanced approach to protect a developing quarterback. If Drake May felt that Diggs' expectations conflicted with the plan designed for his growth, frustration could easily follow. From that angle, the rumored quote becomes less personal and more strategic, a blunt way of expressing that paths are no longer aligned. Fans who support this view argue that a quarterback must feel comfortable and confident, even if that means difficult separations. Critics counter that adaptability is the hallmark of greatness, and that pushing away elite talent rarely leads to progress. This clash of interpretations mirrors the uncertainty surrounding the team itself, caught between patience and urgency, tradition and evolution. The locker room dynamics are another source of endless speculation. Football teams often insist that internal matters stay internal, but leaks happen when emotions run high. Some whispers suggest teammates felt divided, unsure whose side to take or whether sides even existed at all. In such an environment, a strong statement attributed to Drake could serve as a rallying point or a fracture line. Leadership in sports is rarely neat, and young leaders often learn through moments of conflict. The Patriots' challenge is magnified by their legacy, because every internal issue is compared to an idealized past. Fans wonder whether similar tensions existed before, simply hidden better. The rumor invites people to re-examine assumptions about unity and discipline, questioning whether those qualities were ever as seamless as remembered. Media personalities have also seized on the dramatic potential of this story, framing it as evidence that the Patriots are entering a more emotionally expressive era. The idea of a quarterback openly, even privately, declaring that a star receiver will never return feels almost rebellious by New England standards. That perception alone makes the rumor powerful, regardless of its accuracy. It suggests a shift toward player-driven narratives rather than organizational silence. For Drake Maye, fair or not, this rumor adds another layer to his public image. He is no longer just a talented prospect, but a central character in a story about control, culture, and confrontation. Fans project their hopes and fears onto him, interpreting the alleged quote as either strength or recklessness. Meanwhile, Stefon Diggs' silence fuels the fire. In the absence of clarification, imagination fills the void. Supporters who admire his passion feel protective, arguing that strong emotions should not be mistaken for disruption. Others believe that emotional volatility, however productive, may clash with a team seeking calm consistency. The rumor places Diggs in an uncomfortable position, portrayed as incompatible without his own voice shaping the narrative. This imbalance highlights how rumors can distort reality, turning complex relationships into simplified drama. Yet, that simplification is exactly what keeps the conversation alive. Patriots fans refresh feeds, tune into shows, and debate endlessly because the story speaks to broader questions about leadership and belonging. Ultimately, whether Drake may ever said those exact words may matter less than what the rumor reveals about the current state of the Patriots. It exposes a fan base hungry for clarity, a team under pressure to define itself, and a league always eager for compelling storylines. The idea that a young quarterback could symbolically close the door on a star receiver captures the imagination because it feels bold, risky, and transformative. In that sense, the rumor becomes a mirror reflecting collective anxiety and anticipation. Until the Patriots address it directly, speculation will continue to swirl, reshaping perceptions with every retelling. For now, the story remains suspended between truth and exaggeration, fueled by silence and the powerful allure of what might be happening behind closed doors. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Speculation has also touched on the psychological impact that Patrick Surtain II could have on opponents. Rumors suggest that his reputation alone might cause quarterbacks to hesitate or second-guess routes, potentially disrupting timing and decision-making at the highest level. Analysts speculate that this type of mental pressure is difficult to quantify, but can be as impactful as physical performance, with some insiders claiming that Surtain has an almost preternatural ability to anticipate plays and adjust positioning accordingly. There's chatter that the Patriots may exploit this by aligning him against top-tier receivers, forcing difficult matchups that shift the focus of opposing offenses. Fans on social media have already begun theorizing scenarios in which Surtain influences multiple plays within a single drive, either by creating turnovers or by shaping quarterback behavior in a way that benefits the team. Some sources hint that even veteran quarterbacks may notice his presence during pre-game walks and practice sessions, subtly changing their approach to reads and timing. Rumors suggest that his ability to impact both the physical and mental aspects of the game makes him a rare commodity, one capable of influencing outcomes before the ball is even snapped. Analysts continue to debate whether these speculations are realistic or overly optimistic, but the consistency of the reports points to a player whose reputation and performance could rapidly elevate him to elite status. If the whispers are accurate, Patrick Surtain II might become a defining figure in the Patriots' defensive backfield, shaping not only matchups and strategies, but also the psychological battlefield between teams, creating an advantage that rivals could find difficult to counter. The rumors extend to practice sessions, where observers claim that his presence forces adjustments in communication, alignment, and timing for every defensive back on the roster, essentially raising the bar for the entire unit. There's speculation that the Patriots coaching staff may have quietly designed packages that hinge on Surtain's instincts, creating matchups where he can influence both the primary target and secondary options. Some fans on social media have already begun theorizing about potential highlight plays, imagining interceptions, breakups, and forced errors that could alter game outcomes. The whispering around NFL insiders suggests that quarterbacks may need to rethink how they attack the Patriots secondary, with some sources claiming that Surtain could become the focal point that dictates offensive strategy. If these rumors prove accurate, New England could be cultivating a defensive weapon capable of elite performance from the very start, a rare phenomenon that generates excitement and speculation in equal measure. Analysts and fans alike are left wondering whether the chatter is exaggeration or a glimpse into a future where Surtain immediately becomes the benchmark for excellence across the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.